Good afternoon. Welcome. I understand you've come for the job of, yes, a shepherd. We don't get much call for those these days.
Aye, can I imagine you do?
So, Mr.
Shepherd.
Of course. Well, Mr. Shepherd, I'll be honest, it's been a long day. We've interviewed a lot of candidates and it's been a rather mixed bag, shall we say. What makes you think you'll be particularly suitable for this role?
Wells, you want a good shepherd, see? So many of these days are bad. Can't be trusted. You need someone who'll be true to his calling. Someone who does what the big boss wants him to do.
Right. Interesting. Good start. Just so I'm clear, what makes a good shepherd then?
A true shepherd warns others about them false shepherds, don't he?
Yes, I suppose he does. That's the first box ticked.
Thieves and robbers they are, the lots of them. You got to watch out for them.
Thank you. I will. Right. It says here the job role of a shepherd in the job description focuses on 3 key roles: herding, tending, protecting.
When you say herd, what you really mean is to gather the sheep into groups, making sure they are in their rightful place. Sheep should always be safely gathered in under the protection of their shepherd.
Yes, I think that is the key personal skill and attribute mentioned here. Can you just outline for me how you would make that happen? What personal skills and experience would you draw on?
Easy. The sheeps only listen to the voice of their own particular shepherd. They won't listen to a stranger. They don't listen to the voice of them false shepherds if they are part of my flock. My flock knows me and I knows them. They only don't respond if they are part of some other flock. That's because they don't recognise who I really am.
Right. Fascinating. It says here you would be responsible for tending your sheep. Do you have much experience in this field?
Righty-ho. Use means to take care of them. Find good clean water for them. Like any creatures, sheep need fresh water every day. Left to themselves, they might drink dirty or polluted water. I'd lease them to fresh water or I'd dig a well for them.
Wow. And I assume that applies to food as well.
I'd lease them to good food. I'd lease them past the dry rocky ground, away from the poisonous plants, and I'd lease them to the pastures green.
Brilliant. Sounds great to me. I'm sure your flock are truly blessed.
I feeds them and cleans them, and I takes care of them when they are sick.
Okay. Good start. There is just one final part of the job description to cover. If you were successful with us today, you would have the important job of protecting your flock. How would you try and keep your sheep from danger, to watch over them and protect them from harm?
I would keep them from wandering away. A sheep might leave the flock and get lost, or fall into a crook in the rocks and break a bone. Daft beggars. I would keep them from danger and any wild animals lurking nearby waiting to attack a sheep.
And do the sheep like to wander off and each one go unto his own way?
Have you spent any time with sheep?
I can't say that I have.
Well, I love them, but they ain't got the smarts. Don't always do what they're supposed to. Some have got a tendency to wander off and do their own thing rather than follows my way. So, I lays myself across the doorway to the pen, you sees.
What, like a gate, you mean?
Like a gate. There's just one way in, through me. The sheep can only enter the pen and find rescue from harm by going through me.
Wow, that's quite a commitment. Some of the hired hands we've had recently have run away at the first hint of danger.
Not me. The shepherd protects his sheep. That's my job. I would lay down my life for those sheep, so I would.
Yes, Mr. Shepherd, I'm quite sure you would. Well, I think we've covered everything we need to today. I'm pleased to say the job is yours. I'll get the HR team to forward the necessary paperwork. Unless you've got any questions, all that remains to be said is welcome to the flock.
Actually, I does have some questions. Do you know who I am? Do you recognise my voice? Are you going to follow me?